Hey guys, welcome back. I'm so happy you have joined me today, and I'm really hoping that it's going to help so many of us work out how to actually activate our core correctly, hit those stomach muscles and tone up in the stomach area. So as this is titled Pilates for Beginners, obviously this is going to attract loads of people who are looking to start their fitness journey. However, I do want to point out that this workout is for everyone. There are so many people who are advanced and a long way along their fitness journey, but they actually still get neck pain and lower back pain when they're training abs and core. And that's probably because you've actually never really been taught how to activate your core correctly, where your core is, and how to do simple movements that involve your core correctly. So it's all about getting your form right. It's exactly the same with anything, guys. If you're a runner, you need to know how to run. What is the correct technique to get the most efficient running form? It's the same with weightlifters. You've always got someone who is guiding you and teaching you how to get the most efficient and effective form to get results, basically. So that's what this is all about. And I think, in my opinion, sometimes core is neglected a little bit. It's something that we chuck onto the end of workouts for 5 to 10 minutes, and you just end up more sore in your neck and your back than you actually do in your abs. And I think that's really, really common. So that's what this workout is all about today. So yes, it's for my beginners, but it's also for everyone, regardless of where you are on your fitness journey. And I need to remind myself of these movements sometimes. So those of you who are new and who haven't met me before, my name's Lily Sabria. Probably should have said this at the beginning. I am a chartered physiotherapist. The majority of my experience lies in professional football. Physiotherapy is my background, but then I found myself in the Pilates remit as well and training. So absolutely love helping you guys wherever you are in the world, and I really hope that's what this is going to do. So if you can, just take a moment now to hit a thumbs up, give this a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and share this workout with your friends, because as you guys know, I do this for you. It's for free, and I want to help you all as much as possible and spread the love. There are 3 workouts coming per week, so I want to know what you want to see. Drop a comment below and let me know how you get on with this, and also what you want to see in the future. Other than that, we are going to get going yet again. Get ready for a burn. This is going to be no longer than 15 minutes, okay? So we're starting off, no equipment needed, no timer needed with this one actually. Lying yourself down on the mat, and just knees bent. I want you to find your normal lying position, okay? So everyone's anatomy is different. For me, I have quite a big arch underneath my back. That's totally normal. Some people may be flat. Everyone has different body shapes and different body forms. So what we're gonna work on is the basics. Get the 4 key fundamentals right before we start incorporating some of the harder moves. So the first one that we're going to do is the pelvic tilts, okay? So we're going to start off by flattening the back into the mat, if we can, and then we're going to reverse that to arch as high as we physically can to move our lower back off the mat. We're then going to flatten back down again. Good. And then we're going to arch again, and we're going to involve some breathing control now. On the breath in, you're going to flatten. And on the breath out, you're going to arch. Breath in through the nose, flatten. Breath out through the mouth, arch. Good. Keep going with that breathing control. Now I want you to draw your attention to your knees. As you're doing these movements, your knees may want to buckle. I want you to try and keep them as still as possible, like you have headlights on the knees and they're shining up to the sky above you. Breath in. Good. And breath out. Now we're going to find midpoint where you're not all the way flat, you're not all the way arched, and you're bang in the middle. And if you had a tray or a saucer of water on your belly button, it would be nice and stable. There'll be no water spilling, okay? There may be a slight gap underneath, so we're not all the way arched, we're not all the way flattened, we are bang in the middle, okay? Next thing we're going to work on is the rib cage. This is called neutral spine, guys. This point here is neutral spine, so I want you to try and stay there. For your reference, further along we move. When you're all the way flat into the mat, that is called imprint. So if you hear me say neutral spine, we're here. If you hear me say imprint, we flatten down and we're here. But we're going to start off in neutral spine. bang in the middle. Next point is the rib cage. So I want you to lift your arms up to the sky with your palms facing inwards and take a deep breath in, and just watch me on your screen now as I take the deep breath in. Can you see that my rib cage is raised all the way up? What we want to do on the breath out is try and draw that rib cage down like there's springs between the end of the rib cage down towards the hip joints, and we're trying to close those springs as tightly as possible. So breath in, rib cage comes up, breath out, watch my rib cage. It goes down. So we're now going to try that with imprint. We're going to flatten the back into the mat. That tailbone is tucked under. Your butt muscles may squeeze about 50%, okay? We're going to flare that rib cage up as we take the breath in, and on the breath out. And you should be able to see that my abs are popping there. I'm going to draw my trousers down so you can see a little bit more of this, okay? So imprint. Breath in, rib cage may go up. Breath out, watch my abs. The abs are engaged, the core is tight. That is Pilates imprint, and that is correct form for most of your ab exercises, okay? So they are the first 2 points to consider. Imprints, or neutral spine if you're more advanced, but for beginners we're starting off in imprint. Softening the rib cage down. Point number 3 is the neck, okay? So many people get neck pain when they're doing abs, and it's because your neck is in the wrong position when you're doing an abs workout, okay? So we're gonna start off with a simple crunch, and I'm gonna show you the correct position. We're gonna start off with our hands placed onto our thighs, okay? First point to consider, most people when they go for an ab crunch keep their eye gaze up to the sky, and they do this. Okay, so I'm going to pause there, look at the screen, and can you see that these muscles here are bulging out? My deep neck flexor muscles are working on overdrive. So we need to remember why we're doing this workout. We're doing it to work the core and the abs, so we should be feeling it in other muscle groups. We're going to come back down and show you correct form now, starting off using your hands. What you're going to do is tuck your chin towards your chest to create a really unflattering double chin, okay? So I'm gonna show you that again. All right, shoulders are relaxed down, and you're gonna tuck the chin down towards the chest. The eye gaze goes from the sky down towards the top of the knees, okay? It might feel a little bit alien. From there, you're gonna use your hands to support your head, and then lift your head, neck and shoulders up off the mat, and draw the eye gaze from above the knees down to the middle of the thighs. So I'm going to take my hands down so you can see. Keep yours there for me, guys, and you should see that I still have a little bit of a double chin going on, and if I was holding a tennis ball, it would stay here, okay? And I just want you to hold there, keep your hands there for now, and your lower back should be flat, remembering what we've just learned. The rib cage should be drawn down and soft, we call it, and the chin is tucked to the chest with the eye gaze in between the thighs. And we're just gonna hold here for 5. Keep breathing for 4, if anyone can come a little bit higher, do. For 3, for 2, and 1, amazing. And that is correct form for the neck. As you get stronger, you'll be able to do that without the hands supporting, okay? And we can do our movements here. I'm gonna show you incorrect, up here, correct, tuck the chin down, eye gaze in between the thighs, okay? I really hope that has helped so far. Fourth and finally is where actually is your core? Where should you be feeling it when you're doing your core? Technically, your core is a corset of muscles that comes round the lower back and into the stomach area, and it's really quite thick. It is a corset, and that is made up of multiple muscles that all work together to, number 1, keep you up standing, number 2, be a primary functional stabilizer for the limbs. So without a strong core, you can't move your legs, you can't move your arms. Your core, in my opinion, are the most important group of muscles in your body, okay? Third and finally, and this is the physio hat on me, it is so important to have a strong core to prevent back injuries. Also, those of you who have had back injuries, having a strong core will help with your rehabilitation. Those of you athletes out there, a strong core will help with strength, with speed, with agility, with function. It's just so important, okay? So where is it? It's all the way around here, but the most important core muscle is called your transversus abdominis. That is your deepest core muscle. It's 4 layers deep into the core, and it's found right next to your pelvic floor, which is all the way down here, okay? So showing you how to find it, I want you to place 2 fingers on each side on the bony parts of your hips, okay? I'm actually gonna come up into sitting to show you this. You're gonna move your fingers in an inch into the knicker line and down an inch, okay? Knicker brief line, I know guys will be doing this as well. And you're right the way down next to your pelvic floor. So I'm gonna show you that again. Bony parts of your hips, in an inch, down an inch. And when you're there, lying down, I want you to have a cough. And you should feel that those muscles bulge out. Now, depending on how strong you are will determine how much they bulge out, okay? So for me, obviously I've worked on my core a lot. I can really feel it when I cough. So these muscles, your transversus abdominis, is active when you cough, when you sneeze, when you laugh, but activating them consciously, okay, so that's subconscious, activating them on purpose, consciously, is really quite difficult, and it is a skill that you have to master. So I'm going to come back down on the mat. We're going to go through this together. So we're going to start off fingertips on the bony parts of your hips, flattening your back into neutral spine, moving in an inch, moving down an inch, have a cough. Take a deep breath in. On the breath out, try and pull those stomach muscles in tight and try and feel those muscles contract underneath your fingers. So breath in, breath out. I'm gonna do it so you can see my stomach. Breath in, breath out. My stomach muscles are going tight and I'm feeling those muscles pop up underneath my fingertips. That is true core activation, okay? 4 things we've gone through there. We've gone through pelvic tilts, finding neutral spine, finding imprint. We've gone through rib flaring, flattening the back, softening the rib cage down. We've gone through correct neck alignment to prevent neck pain when doing abs. And finally, we've gone through core location, okay? Flattening the back, pulling those stomach muscles in, feeling those lower abs kick in. Okay, I really hope that that's helped, guys. We're now going to go through just 4 basic Pilates exercises that are guaranteed to get your abs pumping, okay? They're going to be sore after this, but hopefully you're not going to feel neck pain and you're not going to feel back pain if we incorporate everything we've just learned. Really slow tutorial. I know it's not exciting, I know it's not sexy, but once you've mastered this, I can't even describe to you how much this is gonna help you guys, okay? So first one we're gonna start off with is gonna be a movement called single leg stretch. So we're gonna start off with the basics. We're gonna flatten the back into the mat into imprint. We're gonna soften the rib cage down. We're gonna support our head, neck and shoulders to take our chin towards our chest. And I'm going to start off with the real beginner movement, which is single leg tabletop, 90 degrees at the knees and the hip, or knee and the hip, just on one side, okay? Keeping the other leg completely still. Breath out, straight into 45 degrees. Breath in, draw back. Okay, let's go. Breath out, straighten. Breath in, draw back. Breath out, straighten. Breath in, draw back. Watch my lower back, it's staying nice and flat, keep going. My rib cage is staying down. Okay, so this is rib cage up. This is rib cage down. And my eye gaze is in between my thighs and I'm using my hands to support my head and neck. Let's go for 4 more. Slow and controlled. 3 more. 2 more. Last one. Keep that leg straight, flex the foot for me, and we're going to lower down towards the floor and then point the toe and come back up again. Breath out, lower. Keep that lower back flat. Breath in, come up. Breath out, lower. Breath in, come up, slow and controlled. Breath out, lower. Breath in, come up. We've only got 3 left. If your neck's hurting, lower it down. Relax the shoulders. This workout is for everyone. 2 left. And up. Keep that lower back flat. 1 left. And hold there. And then you're going to pump it up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Amazing. Hug that knee in towards your chest. You should be feeling that the abs are awake now, okay? So we're going to move on to the other side, planting the foot down. Again, remembering the basics. Imprint the spine, soften the rib cage down, head, neck and shoulders come up supported. 90 degrees, not 45 degrees, 90 degrees with the knees and the hip. Okay, lower back flat. Breath out, straighten. 45 degrees. Breath in, draw back. It's slow, guys. The slower it is, the harder it is. Sorry to say it. Gone are the days of pumping out abs, pumping out crunches, I should say. It doesn't work in the same way that slow, controlled, correct form works, okay? We've got 4 left. Breath out. Breath in, draw back. These are really isolated movements, working into those stomach muscles. 2 left. And back. 1 left. Keep it straight. Flex the foot. Lower. Breath in, up. Breath out, lower. Breath in, up. Breath out, lower. Breath in, up. Obviously the lower down you lower to the floor, the harder it is on the abs. So if it's hurting or if you feel that the lower back's arching, you don't go as low. This is fine. Good work, guys. 3 left. And up. 2 left. Try and come a little bit higher in that crunch if you want to work those upper abs as well as lower. Last one. Keep it flexed and pump it up. 8, 7. Last 2. And 1. Amazing. In towards the chest. 1 exercise complete. 4 to go, okay? Next one up is hundreds, Pilates hundreds. This is hardcore, okay? So we're gonna start off by flattening that back into the mat. And for beginners, we're gonna keep the feet planted on the floor. We're gonna take our hands behind our head. We're gonna peel our way up into a crunch, okay? I would recommend for beginners keeping 1 hand on the head. Those who are moving into an intermediate, you can lower the arms about 1 inch off the floor, okay? From here, as we breathe in for 5, we're gonna pump the arms up and down. As we breathe out for 5, we're gonna pump the arms up and down, okay? Let's get going. Breath in, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breath out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breath in, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breath out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep going, guys. Lower back flat in the mat as you do it, and eye gaze in between the thighs. Keep pushing. 2, 3, 4, 5. Breath in. 2, 3, 4, 5. Breath out. 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 40. We're going to 100. 4, 5, and out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Breath in. 2, 3, 4, 5. Breath out. 2, 3, 4, 5. You're going to hold there. We're at 50, we're at halfway. If you need to come down for a quick little break, you can. If you want to progress, you can take the legs up, okay? Beginners, stay in this position. Breath in, 2, 3. This is intermediate here. 4, 5, and out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Breath in, 2, 3, 4, 5. Eye gaze in between the thighs. 2, 3, 4, 5. Breath in, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breath out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Last 20. 2, 3, 4, 5. And down. 2, 3, 4, 5. Last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Breathe. 2 and 1. Amazing. Knees into the chest. I am feeling it. This is a beginner's workout, but my abs are feeling it. That is 2 exercises down. We're now going into exercise number 3, which is called scissors, okay? So next one, same I should say, starting position. Try to combine 2 words there, same and starting. So we're gonna flatten the back into the mat. The rib cage is gonna soften down. Same starting position. Our head, neck and shoulders is coming up, okay? So we're coming up to 90 degrees with the knees and the hip. Now, we go in levels in Pilates. Level 1 is our beginner's level. And what you're gonna do from a 90-degree angle is tap the toe down onto the mat and bring it back up again on the breath in. So breath out, tap down, breath in, come up. Watch my lower back, it's staying completely flat. My rib cage isn't coming up, my rib cage is staying down. Good, and my core is really nice and tight with my chin tucked towards my chest, okay? Keep going at that level if that's enough for you. For those who want to progress, you can bring both legs up. The lower back stays flat and you tap the toe down on one side and breath in, back up again to 90 degrees. Breath out, tap down, breath in, back up again. If your legs come in too close towards your chest, you're not working your core, okay? You want that 90-degree angle. So a mirror next to you is really, really good for this one. So beginners, we're still on that one leg, and we've got 3 left. And up. We've got 2 left. And up. If your neck needs a break, you can take it down. 1 left. And up. We're going to do a straight change onto the other side. Those who are intermediate, keep both legs up, keep alternating. Good. 7. And up. 6. And up, keep breathing, breath out as you go down. 5, and up, keep going for me, my beginners. Those who are a little bit more advanced, coming into intermediate, both legs are up, okay? We've got 3 left for my beginners. On that one side, 2 left. And 1. Amazing, knees into chest. Did so well there, guys. 3 down, 2 to go. We are getting there, okay? We're gonna come on up into sitting now, okay? It's gonna start getting a lot more fun. I don't know if fun is the right word, okay? So I want you to sit on your bottom bed. Most people, when they sit, they kind of slump back. That may be because you have tight hamstrings. It may just be because your posture hasn't been great for a little while. So we're gonna try and correct that, okay? So if you're really tight in your hamstrings, you may need to bend your knees up, and I want you to sit on the bottom bone. So not slumping back, bring yourself, you might even want to move your butt cheeks out a little bit, okay? Sit nice and high on the bottom bone with the arms facing, palms facing in towards each other. Those who have slightly looser hamstrings, okay, a little bit longer through here, you can sit with straight legs. So I'm gonna, for purposes of beginners and tight hammy people out there, I'm gonna bend the knees, okay? Palms facing inwards, and I want the shoulders completely relaxed. So drawing the shoulder blades at the back, down and in. From there, we're going to take a deep breath in, and on the breath out, we're going to roll back to what I call our biting point. So your biting point is the point where your core is starting to kick in. So for those of you who drive out there, you'll know what I mean. It's the point where you feel that the clutch is raising a little bit. It's the same with your core. It's just slightly raised up, and it's starting to work. And we don't want that rib cage up. We want it nice and soft. You should already feel it. We're going to hold for another 4 seconds. 3, 2, and we're going to come up again, and we're going to do that again. We're going to roll back to our biting point. The collarbones are completely open. You should be feeling the core. You should be feeling the abs. If it's too hard, come up an inch. That's fine. If it's too hard still, just rest the hands gently behind you, and you should still feel that that core is kicking in, okay? From there, we're going to come up on the breath out just 2 inches. Breath in lower. Breath out up. Breath in lower. We're going for 8. Breath out up. If you need the hands, that's fine. Breath in lower. 4, and back, 5, and back, 6, and back, 2 to go, 7, and back, last one, 8, holding your biting point, 8 counts, 7, 6, can you go a little bit lower, hands behind if you need them, 5, 4, don't give up, 3, 2, and you can lie down, 1. Wow, I felt that, I don't know about you, but the slow movements really do work, okay? Last exercise, we're gonna repeat the hundreds, guys, just to recap everything we've just been through. So first point, imprinting the spine. Second point, softening that rib cage down. Thirdly, supporting the head, neck and shoulders, eye gaze in between the thighs, lengthen those arms out, support if you have to, let's go, breath in, 2, 3, 4, 5, breath out, 2, 3, 4, 5. My beginners, stay here. Anyone wanting to take it a little bit higher level, one leg up to 90 degrees, keep pushing, other leg up to 90 degrees, lower back stays flat, core stays engaged, keep going, breath in, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's 40, 2, 3, 4, 5, breath in, 2, 3, 4, 5, breath out, 2, 3, 4, 5, breath in, 2, 3, 4, 5, chin to chest, 2, 3, 4, 5, eye gaze forward, 2, 3, 4, 5, and down, 2, 3, 4, 5, lower back flat, guys, 3, 4, 5, and down, 2, 3, 4, 5, last 20, you're so nearly there, 4, 5, and down, 2, 3, 4, 5, anyone really ambitious, straighten those legs out for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Knees into chest, hug in, and have a moment, you made it. I'm so proud of you all. Just gonna bring myself up into sitting. Absolutely incredible. For all of you who are brand new to core work, to exercise, to Pilates, all my beginners out there, I'm honestly so proud of you. That wasn't easy. It isn't fun either the first time of working out your form. It's all very complicated, but trust me, once you master that, which won't take you long, everything else will fall into place beautifully. You'll start seeing results, and also it will help with all your other workouts. For those of you who aren't new to it, like me, but you still find a massive benefit in correcting your form, in basically getting those key fundamentals right, make sure that you come back to this maybe once a month, once every other month, just to remind yourself of how to actually do and getting to the right form correctly. So really, really hope that's helped. Sorry it wasn't overly sexy, sorry it wasn't overly high-paced, but I can guarantee you if you get that right, it will make such a difference to your training, to your results, to your physical strength, and also your mental strength as well. So I'm so proud of you. Keep at it. I'll see you in a couple of days for another workout. Be a very, very different workout, a lot more high intensity the next one, so I can't wait to see you then. And yeah, please show this video some love. Bye.